So this is a video tutorial on how to wire wrap side drilled beads. So it's hard to see in this video, but these beads are drilled through the side instead of through the middle like this. So I will show you how to wire wrap them. So what you're going to need for this little project are beads that are side drilled, 20 gauge wire, or really whatever wire will fit through the hole. In general, I just like to use 20 gauge wire. So you'll need wire cutters, you will need round nose pliers, and you will need chain nose pliers, and then you'll need another set of pliers to hold with. So these are squared off pliers, or you can use another set of chain nose if you have them, or whatever. Bent nose pliers too would be great. And then not quite as important, but a handy thing to have are nylon covered pliers to straighten the wire if it is not straight. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is cut off a piece of wire. I'm cutting off just about 6 inches. And then I like to make sure each side has a flush cut. So you want to use the flat side of the wire, flat side of the pliers, the wire cutters, to trim that off. And I'll just check both sides. Okay, and then you need one of your beads. So first you just slide the wire through the bead, and you center it about halfway. Well, not about halfway, but halfway. And then you bend it. Okay. And I like to get as close, if it has a tip like these flowers do, I like to get the wire as close to that as I can, and then I twist it. Alright, so that's what we have so far. Alright, so now we're going to grab our round nose pliers, and on my round nose pliers I have a mark where it wears off, so you have to remark it a lot, but a mark where I like to make my wrapped loops, and I usually have 2 marks, but the other one is worn off. So this one is about halfway on my wire, my round nose pliers, but you can mark it wherever you want. It's just a good hint to make all of your loops to be about the same. So you want to grab one of the wires with your round nose pliers, and you're going to have a little bit of room between the pliers and the bead for a wire to come around. I'll show you. So you bend the wire down toward you, and then underneath the pliers, which is also above the bead. And then for these, I just like to kind of go around one time to hold everything. And then what I like to do is go ahead and straighten the loop, because it will be crooked, kind of as I'm taking it off the pliers. You can also do it after. And then you have your loop, and you have your 2 wires on either side. So then I grab my loop with a pair of pliers, and then that wire that we just started to go around to wrap, we're going to continue to wrap. So you can either just use your hands if you can, if you want, or whatever feels more comfortable, or a pair of pliers to continue that wrap. Now, for some beads, you'll just keep the wrap above the bead, but for this bead in particular, I like to wrap a little bit around the bead itself. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm sorry. Keep it in the area you can see it. And I'm just kind of using my hands, and then I'm going to use pliers to kind of make it tighter. And you have to be careful to keep the bead straight while you're doing this. Okay, now I'm not going to quite finish that one. And then you just take the other wire and go whatever direction the wire wants to go in. Most people have problems because they try to fight against the wire. Just go with it. And then continue wrapping. Oh man, I'm making a mess. Alright. Try to keep all your wraps close together and straight. And alright, so then we're going to go ahead and finish this. So if it seems like I'm awkward, it's because I have my arms around the camera and it's kind of weird, although I thought I should be used to doing this by now. For some reason, for this particular wrap, it's not working. Alright, so you can continue until the ends of the wire are close and kind of tucked in, or if that's not working, which it's not for me right now, you can just go ahead and trim off any excess. And then you're still going to want to go in with your chain nose pliers and make sure nothing's sticking out. So that is a side drilled bead dangle. So then you could use this bead on a charm bracelet, or you could make it, just simply put earring wires on it and make it into earrings, and it's cute, and that's all you have to do.